We all have parts of ourselves we hide, traits or feelings we're just too afraid to show. But for some zodiac signs, vulnerability isn't just an uncomfortable feeling. It's a fear, a deep, almost primal fear. Let's take a look at the zodiac signs who are secretly afraid of letting their guard down, and why their vulnerability feels like a weakness rather than a strength. For some, opening up feels like they're giving up control. And for others, it's the fear of being judged or misunderstood. When you're vulnerable, you're exposed physically, emotionally, even spiritually. You're raw, and that can be terrifying. So let's dive into the signs who are most likely to keep their true selves locked away. Scorpio, intensity is in their DNA, but vulnerability, that's a different story. Scorpio doesn't want to risk losing control or being betrayed. They'd rather keep everything locked up inside, even if it means carrying that weight alone. Trust is earned, and they've been burned enough times to know that opening up to the wrong person can be catastrophic. Capricorn, the image of strength is their armor. They believe in hard work and self-reliance, and showing vulnerability feels like an admission of weakness. Capricorn won't easily let down their walls. They've built their fortress brick by brick, and they'll be damned if anyone sees it crumble. The lion's pride runs deep. Leo thrives on admiration and validation, and their fear of vulnerability comes from not wanting to be perceived as weak. They're natural leaders, but letting someone see their cracks, it's too risky. They'll do whatever it takes to keep their image untarnished, even if it means keeping their true feelings locked inside. Aquarius is all about the collective, about big ideas and pushing boundaries, but when it comes to personal emotions, it's a whole different story. They may be able to empathize with others, but opening up about their own vulnerabilities is another thing. The fear of being misunderstood or seen as too emotional often keeps them at arm's length. Virgo, the perfectionist of the zodiac. Virgo often keeps their vulnerability hidden behind a mask of practicality and analysis. They're the ones who believe that if they can fix everything around them, they can somehow fix themselves too. Letting someone see their imperfections, that's too much for Virgo to handle. They'd rather keep their heart safe and tucked away. These signs might act like they've got everything together, but the truth is they're terrified of showing their softer sides. And while they may seem distant or unapproachable, that's really just them protecting themselves from being hurt. But here's the thing, vulnerability isn't weakness. It's the greatest strength anyone can possess. The fear of letting your guard down is natural, but it's only by allowing ourselves to be vulnerable that we can experience real growth, connection, and emotional freedom.